Hi guys, hey, this is Thoran with In Design Mode. I am coming to you with your astro forecast for the week of February 7th through February the 13th. Um, so I'm not really a video person, but I really wanted to do something different and get outside my box, outside of that comfort zone. So you're on a ride. Hopefully we get through this thing together. All right, let's go. All right, so the overall thing to know this week is that Mercury is in retrograde. It went in retrograde January the 30th, and it will be in retrograde until February 21st. Um, I don't know about you all, but some random technology issues have sparked up in the last, probably since the shadow period of Mercury retrograde for me. So I have packed my patience through this retrograde because, again, just random technology going down, something having to be restarted, redone, and it's like, well, I never clicked it off in the first place. I don't know why it just did that. So anyway, so just pack your patience. You may also run into being misunderstood or having to say the same things in so many different ways so people can hear you and understand you. All right, so pack your patience. We have a new moon on Friday. I'm sorry, on Thursday, February the 11th. It comes in at 2:05 p.m. Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. Um, this new moon, in my opinion, this new moon will uncover something, and it will uncover your eyes of someone or something that's trying to manipulate or take advantage of you or the others around you. You'll have a keen sense of reading between the lines and seeing what the ulterior motive is. Um, yeah, the new moon, I mean, it will bring new themes that will take place between now and then the full moon that comes up later on in the year in Aquarius. But so definitely mark it down so you'll know like what's taking place right now around this new moon. But understand it's going to be redefining your relationships, I do believe. It's going to show you that someone is not in integrity around you as you thought that they were. And so you're gonna like figure out like, okay, what do I need to do to cleanse my circle? And it will open your eyes up to, like I said, those people with that ulterior motive who's trying to take advantage of you or the people around you. Um, so just be mindful of that. That's what I come up with this new moon. So let me know how it works for you. And we have Neptune and Pisces that's square in Gemini North Node and Sagittarius North Node. This could bring up any questions about your purpose in life. What are you supposed to be doing? What I will say with this, everybody comes up with those questions every once in a while, wondering if they're on the right path or what have you. When it comes with Neptune being in Pisces, I would caution you not to get lost in that. Neptune and Pisces can also activate escapism, meaning that you will put this thoughts to the side because you don't want to deal with it and escape into something else. It's still going to be there when you're finished escaping. So try not to get lost too much in doing something else instead of researching and working out that question of the purpose of life because it's coming up for a reason. But you just don't. When I say escapism, it can be escaping into um, whatever you want to do to numb the thoughts that are coming into your head. So that can be watching movies, Netflix constantly, just so you don't have to deal with the day to day. So be careful of that. So, and then the last thing for everyone to know that there is a Chiron return for the people born between 1968 and 1977. This is the last time that Chiron was in Aries. It went back into Aries 2018 and will stay in Aries till 2027. So somewhere around your 49th or 50th birthday, you will also be having your Chiron return. Now, a little bit about Chiron. It is considered the wounded healer. So wherever Chiron is in your chart, this is an indication of some wounding that you've had to endure and probably overcome or continuously try to overcome in the last 50 years, 49, 50 years. So to give you an example of what I mean, to kind of bring it home a little bit, let's just say that this Chiron is in your third house. That means that you may have had a hard time uh, using your voice. Just using your voice, taking up for yourself vocally. You may have had third house is communication. Third house also is how early childhood learning, how you relate to your siblings, to classmates, to neighbors. So you may have wounding in any one of those. And as you've aged, you have been attracted probably to careers that allowed you to help others through that same wounding. So you could have been a teacher of some sort, a family counselor, something like that, that you giving back to those who you know are struggling with the same thing that you struggle with. When you have a return, what it's going to do is some of that wounding will come back up for you. Okay. You may have to go back into healing or helping someone heal during this time. It may bring up a change in career. It may bring up new talents. But mind you, those things that you're attracted to usually are something that you're giving back to someone who has dealt with the same wounding that you have. And the only way I can know what that wounding may be is to actually look at your chart and see where Chiron is. But just know if you're having this need around your 49th, 50th year to make some changes, to do something different, to feel like you want to help others, and you know you're drawn to that specific thing, is usually because you had your own wounding and now you're trying to heal others with that, from that same wounding. So just putting that out there for those Gen X people that were born between 68 and 77. So, all right. And right now, Chiron, before I go, Chiron is in a sextile with Saturn. And usually when we talk about Saturn, we're talking about how Saturn is just, it's just limiting and it's just, Well, a sextile is a harmonious connection. So Saturn is supporting you in whatever that you're doing. It's making it practical. It's helping you follow through on that urge that you need to do this healing, or you need to do this thing to help others heal. So just know that you're being supported for this. But if you are dealing with that energy, this is probably where it's coming from if you're in that age group. Okay, so let's get into the week. We're starting off with the moon will be going into Capricorn. So you're going to have a feeling of wanting to be productive. Capricorn is not known as being very emotional. Not that they don't have emotions, they do. But what it is, they will, I call it compartmentalize. They rather get the job done and take care of business and then worry about their emotions later. So if you are feeling like, let me get this done, let me get this to scratch these things off my to-do list, let me be productive. That's that energy problem coming from that that moon in Capricorn. We also have 5 planets, if you can see my hand, 5 planets in Aquarius right now. We have Mercury that's in retrograde. We have the Sun, we have Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. All right, right now Mercury and the Sun are closely conjunct. So here's where you may be repeating yourself. Here's where you may be bringing a voice to what needs to be, like saying what needs to be said, what needs to, the highlight, what needs to be, the light needs to be shined on. And again, pack your patience. You may have to say it more than once for it to be understood, but your voice is being, you want your voice to be heard and you want your voice to stand out And within like Aquarius, you may have something innovative that you need to get out to everybody. You may have something that is in benefit for the collective, for humanity. And this is giving you that second opportunity to get it said and get it out there. All right. And let me see. Mars and Uranus are in square. Mars is squaring Mercury, the Sun, and Jupiter. Uranus is squaring Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. And some may say they both are squaring the same thing. I kind of split it up depending on how close the degrees were, because Mars and Taurus are moving further apart. Mars is taking off in front of Taurus because it moves faster. So to me, it reduces some of that collective tension that they were bringing in earlier this year and latter part of last year. So some of this energy to me is kind of independent. So therefore, that's why I kind of split those off. But with both of them, they are squaring some of the same, like Jupiter is in the mix in both of them. You may feel rushed, impatient, feel like you're being pulled apart in different directions. And your tongue could be a little bit of a weapon, meaning that you're going to be saying some things that you may need to think first before you allow to come out into the world. You may feel like you're competing with other people. So there is still a strong energy of this square that's going back and forth with these fixed signs, because they all want their own way and they like to stick to it because they can be stubborn. But Taurus is like, I need to like have things to be stable. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. And with Mars and Uranus in there, they're making Taurus say, no, this, you've been doing the same thing for too long. We need to work this out. We need to figure this out. What are your desires? What do you want to do? How do you want to get it done? Let's think of something out of the box. Let's just take you completely out this comfort zone. And then we have Aquarius, who doesn't like groupthink. It doesn't like it wants everything handled with the business handled with integrity. It looks out for humanity. It's definitely a we sign, so it looks at the collective. How can we make the collective move forward? It comes up with technology, innovation. So it's still fixed, but it's fixed in its need to make sure that everything is operating the way it should be, and everybody is operating, let's say, individually, but in a collective manner. Like I said, they don't like groupthink. So Aquarius doesn't like everybody to think the same and do the same. It likes people to like not jumble, but it likes to break up the monotony so you can move forward by different perspectives that people can bring into the collective. Okay, so those things are squaring, those energies are squaring one another, and it may, like I said, build up in you as feeling rushed, impatient, and being pulled apart. Okay, so understand where that energy may be coming from. So with the moon in Capricorn, as it going through like almost like late degrees, later on like up to about 25 degrees, it will sit conjunct with Pluto, which is also 25 degrees in Capricorn. And what this would do is, remember when I said about Capricorn is about getting the job done. It's about business, getting to it. Let's worry about emotions and later after this is done. And with it sitting next to Pluto, the planet of transformation, Capricorn is trying to identify what needs to be transformed, what needs to be allowed to die, to dissolve, so something new can grow, something new can be started, and it's going to try to identify it, and it's going to try to help you organize a way forward to follow through on that transformation. And then when Wednesday comes, it enters into Aquarius, and then probably by midday or so, it's going to be nestled between Venus and Saturn. Now, the moon in Aquarius, the word that comes to me is interdependency. Interdependency. Aquarius, it loves humanity. It loves the collective. It likes, it looks out for the best interest of the collective or the humanity. However, it likes individuality. It likes freedom and individuality. So with it next to Venus, you may be pulling in like-minded people from all walks of life, may be attracted to you, may be coming towards you, which is fine. Long as they have a sense of individuality, that's something that you will admire. You anybody needy, anybody in just needy to you, you're not going to want them that close to you at that time. So like I said, think of interdependently. You're all individuals coming together for the collective, and you probably will be attracting people who fit that mode. And it will join that same tension that's going on between Mars and Uranus and the other planets in Aquarius. So be mindful of that. But by Thursday, 2:05 p.m. Eastern, 23 degrees exact, the moon and the sun, it will be a new moon. The moon and the sun will come conjunct, which creates a new moon for us. And at that time, Venus and Jupiter will also be at 12 degrees. So I know what I said about the new moon, and it's like taking the rose colored glasses and it's gone. That's true. But when you have Venus and Jupiter conjunct, there's a bit of luck that's going to come through. I feel like there's a bit of, yeah, luck is probably the proper word for that. It's just a spark of abundance, a spark of beauty, a spark of something big and expensive, but also just indulgent, could come through this at this time as well. So I look forward to hearing what happens, or seeing for myself what happens on the 11th, as that time draws near. All right, so let's end off the week. All right, so I have my notes as you heard paper. So here we are at the end of the week. The moon enters Pisces, and what I feel with the moon entering Pisces, you're gonna have a feeling of relief. And the reason why, as I talked about Capricorn, and you have the moon was in Capricorn and the moon just left Aquarius. Both of them wants to get the job done. Whatever job it is might be different, but those they're not just sitting back, they're doing things. They're making things happen. Pisces, not that you not that you are not making things happen, but you are able to allow yourself to feel. So some of that decompression of holding on to those emotions and compartmentalizing those emotions, you're able to integrate those and allow them to release if they have to. So that is important. That's where that sigh of relief comes. Mercury will be moving closer to Venus. So you may become charming. Like if you're a salesperson, you'll have the right things to say to attract those clients or those customers that you need. Then by Saturday, the moon in Pisces will be sitting conjunct with Neptune. So there again, that it will be that feeling of you want your me time. Okay. You want to relax. You do want to escape just a little bit because things have been so intense. Like this could be your time to go ahead and do an escape. Go ahead and do your yoga, your meditation. You probably do it already, but that's fine. But this time you want to do it as a means of just that self-care, that me time, like cutting your phone off for a little bit, um, disabling your notifications for social media, just enough to just let you escape and just get past, like get through the day without others pulling on you and wanting something from you. Just allowing yourself to just decompress. Again, integrate those emotions that you've held off on allowing. Allow them to come through. Allow them to just allow your body to purge and let yourself just reset. Because once the moon leaves Pisces, it's headed back into Aries, and Aries is moving. It's moving. It's getting things started, getting things going again. So just take advantage of this time and just allow yourself the me time, whatever that is, that self care. Just turn it up just a notch. Whatever you do for self care, do that and then just turn it up a notch for yourself. And yeah, that's all I have. That's all right, you guys. I will be seeing you throughout the week, and we'll be here again for the Astro Weekly forecast next week. Take care, and I see you soon. Bye.